Yeah.
Oh, hi, my name is Teacher Blake, and I will be your teacher for today.
Okay.
So, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm a little bit tired, but yeah, I'm okay.
Uh-huh.
How about you?
Same as you. A little bit tired, but it's okay.
You only left around 1 hour, right?
I'm sorry?
You only left 1 hour to work more time.
Ah, um, yeah, no, 2 hours actually.
2 hours, really? Oh,
Yeah, because I still have a lot to do after everything,
oh,
after every classes are all over. So
um,
I still have 2 hours.
okay.
Yeah. Well, anyways, at least you're home, right? You're home right now.
Yeah, right.
Right. So you better relax now, okay? Because you deserve it. You deserve to rest. All right.
Okay.
Well, anyways, this is an evaluation, right?
Yeah, right.
Right. Okay. So, um, have you already chosen a topic for us to talk about?
Yeah, I do like to discuss the topic entitled The Lack of a Pencil Holding Skills.
Oh, lack of pencil holding skills. Okay, well, yeah, this is actually one of the biggest problems of this generations nowadays, right?
Yeah, right.
So, let's discuss this. Let me just ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
Um, do you think that technology really has a part of? Do you think that technology is really the one to blame in children lacking in writing skills?
Yeah, it would affect children, yeah, not
Mm-hmm.
to have um, enough strength, muscle strength. But
Mm-hmm.
the main problem is, I think, their parents. Their parents let them play outside and have a chance to develop their muscles, but they
Mm-hmm.
just give them iPad or smartphone, and then yeah, they and then maybe their parents are
Mm-hmm.
comfortable because they don't need to take care of their kids. So I
That's
think
right.
that that's the problem. If their
Mm-hmm.
parents strictly regulate their kids, then I think they will have enough muscle strength to hold a pencil.
Right, right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Parents must really discipline their children because
Mm-hmm.
if they don't, who will? Right? I mean, they're children. So you must because you're the parent. You know better. You know what will happen if they do those kinds of stuff. So it's your responsibility to guide them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. So you're right about that. So one question, okay, if you won't mind me asking,
Mm-hmm.
Elia, do you have kids?
Yeah, I have two kids.
Oh,
My
okay.
first child is 7 years old, so he is
Mhm.
in the first grade of elementary school.
Mhm. So he is in the first grade of elementary school. Okay.
Mm.
So what's his name?
His name?
Yeah. What's
Yeah,
his name?
Mingyu.
Mingju.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. Cool name. All
Mm-hmm.
right. Well, okay, going back now to the topic. It says here that children are not coming into school with the hand strength and ability they have.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I'm gonna put you into a situation, okay? So what if you are a teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Okay? What if you are, let's say, a grade school teacher? You are a first grade teacher, and one student of yours is having troubles in writing.
Mm-hmm.
So how will you teach this kid? How will you teach him to write, and how will you keep his attention into learning in writing?
Uh, you mean just one student in my
Mhm.
classroom? has
Yeah, that's
some,
right. That's
yeah,
right.
has that problem. Okay, in that case, I think I have many other students, so I can
Mhm.
I can focus on that student. So I
Mhm.
think I might try to get help from the children's parents,
Mhm.
and maybe if I have time, free time, then I
Mhm.
will try to go to the kids and then, yeah, help him or her. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think I can pay attention to the kids. So
Mhm.
just, yeah, I think it's parents' job.
It should be the parents' job.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, going back to your kid now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how are you raising your kid? Are you the kind of parent where you are very strict about what your children is doing, or you are the type of parent that is very laid back?
Yeah, I'm strict. So
Mm.
yeah, I always tell him you have to do this and you can't do this. And
Mhm.
if he finish his assignments, I mean
Mhm.
homework,
Uh huh.
then he can do whatever he wants. So
Mhm.
and he really want to play a certain game,
Mhm.
and I don't let him do. I don't let him play that game. Only for I mean I don't let him play. I don't let him play
Uh huh.
that game as
Uh
much
huh.
as he wants. I
Uh
just
huh.
give him 30 minutes.
Oh,
If
30
he, yeah,
minutes.
if he
Yeah.
finished his uh, homework.
Oh, I see. So if he finishes his homework, he is only allowed to play 30 minutes.
Yeah, right.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, and most of the time he must do schoolworks, right?
Yeah, and
Mhm.
other things I ask him. For example, English. He
Mhm.
has to study English, or yeah,
Mhm.
math stuff. Yeah, those things. Actually, teachers doesn't give him a homework, but I give him his own homework.
Oh, I see. Ah, so you are conditioning your child to be ready, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Yeah.
conditioning him to be ready on quizzes or anything like that. So, okay. Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right then. Well, you also told me that a while ago that they must also go outside, right, and
Mm-hmm.
play,
Mm-hmm.
right? So, do you think with everything that's going on around our society, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, in Korea, let's say in Korea, of course, there are not a lot of playgrounds right now in Korea, right? Especially in the cities, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, how will you say to the child? How will you say to the child, like, hey, you must go outside and play, when there is no outside to play in, right?
But we have playgrounds in
Mm.
every apartments and
Oh,
every
really?
school. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. Every apartment. Wow.
yeah.
That's
So
that's cool.
in my apartment complex, there
Mhm.
are 3 or 4 playgrounds,
Oh,
and
wow.
yeah, and there is a lake park around my house. It
Mhm.
takes 10 minutes to drive a car, and
Mhm.
what did I try to
Uh-huh.
tell you? I forgot. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and
in the
yeah,
uh-huh.
it's a really great place for kids to play. So there is
Uh-huh.
also sand playground, and yeah, my children often play in, yeah, that sand, yeah, playground.
Oh, in the sandbox.
Yeah, sandbox, right?
Uh-huh. Well, wow. It is really different from here.
Mhm.
It is really different from here because especially if children are living in the city, there is no space. There are no playgrounds in every apartment.
Mhm.
The only playground that you can see are located in parks, and there are not a lot of parks here.
Mhm.
So, okay, well, you know what? The difference of Korea and the Philippines are really, really far apart.
Mm.
So,
Oh,
yeah,
so
you're
you mean
lucky.
every school doesn't have their own playgrounds?
Um, Actually, to be quite honest, there are some schools here that has a playground that has, but there are also some who don't.
Mhm.
Who don't. And but there are also some who don't have a playground but has a very wide lot, a very very wide place so they can run, they can play ball, they can play soccer, but not really. There's no swings or no merry-go-rounds, nothing. Um,
Mhm.
Only there are only a few. Only a few.
Mhm.
But I don't know in Manila actually. I don't know in Manila, but I'm only saying it because I'm here in Baguio right now. I'm living here in Baguio. So,
Mhm. I
yeah,
see.
in my daughter's school actually, they don't have any playgrounds, but their school is very wide. Is very wide so they can run, they can play catch or anything like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, that's their playground. So,
Okay, I see.
yeah. All right. Okay. Well, going back to this one again. All right.
Mhm.
Children. I mean, going back to the article where children are not really into hand strength in writing or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask you this question, a little bit personal question. All right, if
Mhm.
it's okay with you. When you were a kid,
Mhm.
okay, obviously there are no tablets, there are no there are
Mhm.
no cell phones before, right?
Mhm.
Um, how did you keep up with your writing skills? How did you keep up with your writing skills?
Actually, it was too long ago, so I don't remember,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, how I, yeah, keep on my writing skills. But maybe
Mm-hmm.
um, my mother let me practice my writing skills. So
Mm-hmm.
she also, yeah, gave me a certain homework that I had to write a certain amount of things.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
actually,
Uh-huh.
I don't remember exactly.
Oh. So what you remember is your mom gives you homeworks
No, no, no.
for you to practice.
I just guess. I
Oh,
didn't.
you're just guessing.
Yeah.
I see. Oh, I see. Okay then. All right. Well, yeah. It's such a long time. Actually, me too. I barely remember it, but what I remember is I really like drawing. I really like
Mhm.
to draw. That's that's my well, my writing though is very bad, but
Mhm.
that's my way to practice. That's my way how to practice drawing a lot of
Mhm.
pictures. So yeah. So, anyways, in this article, technology is one reason why children are like this, right?
Mhm.
But we cannot stop this right now. We cannot stop technology, right?
Mhm.
The only thing that we can do is to adapt to it, right? To
Mhm.
adapt to it. So,
Mhm.
in your opinion, how can the children learn writing with technology, with with our technology today?
But I really thought they really have to
Mhm.
learn writings because I think when they are young, maybe
Mhm.
they are struggling to write something. But
Mhm.
when
Mhm.
they are grown up, they have more strength. Then I think
Mhm.
they can make it. And
Mhm.
nowadays, I I heard it would change in the near future. In every school, they don't
Mhm.
need to bring their notebooks, so their notebook can be changed to iPad or yeah
Yeah.
other yeah tablet PCs. So
Laptops.
yeah, and I think it's okay. Just
Mhm.
but I think they don't need to develop their muscle strength in their hands, but
Mhm.
I think we have to give them a lot of chances to go outside and play because
Mhm.
yeah,
Mhm.
I think it's okay if they write something when they are a little bit or old. I mean, like
Mhm.
10 or 11 years old, but
Uh-huh.
uh, they have to be healthy. So if they just stay at home and
Mhm.
they play a game with their iPads or smartphones, I think
Mhm.
that's the problem.
I see. So you mean that okay, writing skills is really not that important, right? But the strength, right?
Mm-hmm.
The strength. So you must go out, build your strength, exercise, so
Mm-hmm.
that when you write, you have the power to do so, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's really not about the writing; it's about the strength.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, okay then. All right. Well, okay, I tend to agree with you on that then. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, writing is not everything. Writing
And
doesn't define the person.
okay, and I have a questions actually.
Mm-hmm.
So, uh, okay, this part I will give you some text in the conversation window, and they
Okay.
said encourage them to muscle building play such as building blocks, cutting, and sticking. What can be sticking? What's the meaning of
Ah,
sticking?
sticking or pulling toys and ropes. It means that you are sticking things together.
So
You're
using
assembling.
assembling. So does it mean assembling? Staking
Mm-hmm,
means?
yeah. Sticking also means assembling. For example, of course, we cannot say put together, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can put, yeah, you can say put together, but without the use of something, without the use of any substances, right? So I think what he says about stick cutting and sticking, right? Cutting and sticking, it means this is art.
Ah,
Okay,
so
this is art.
how can we stick? What kind of things we can stick? Paper or
Yeah,
blocks?
paper.
Paper.
Paper. Yeah, that's why there is a comma over there. So cutting and sticking,
Mm-hmm.
comma, so that's another thing. And
Okay.
another thing is pulling toys and ropes. Okay? So pulling
So
toys and ropes are another thing.
okay, so sticking means I mean using glue, they can
Mhm.
stick paper.
Yeah, that's right. So they can
Uh-huh.
cut like what they say, cutting and sticking. Like they cut the paper, stick things together, something like that. Art,
Okay. And I
right?
have another question. So,
Sure.
children are increasingly using technology to create, and yeah, there is a period after create. So,
Mhm.
create what? So, technology.
No, it's not to create technology. It means also maybe to create something inside the technology. Like for example, in your child's iPad, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are some apps also which you can create art, which you can create, for example, a life. You can create almost anything. So it means maybe their imagination, to create their imagination with
Uh,
technology.
then why this sentence? I mean,
hmm
why isn't there any objects after create? Is it okay?
yeah, to create means to create
Mm,
anything. So if it means that to technology to create, um, period, it means that they have the capability to create anything.
mm. But create doesn't need an object.
Yeah, create really doesn't need an object. So
Oh, okay.
let's say I'm going to create something. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's a correct sentence. So something means already there is an object, right? Or you
Mm-hmm.
can say I will create nothing. Okay, I will create. So create, it automatically means registering in your mind now that it is an object. Okay.
But if there is no object,
Mhm.
people can be curious. What kind of things you will create?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. That is one thing about it too. But that's really one interesting thing about English, right? So
Okay.
it really broadens your minds up.
Mhm.
Okay, so it means that okay, technology to create. So all right, it's your choice. It's what's on your mind now to think what is he going to create.
Okay.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. So I think that will be it for us today. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
Right.
yeah, we extended for 1 minute now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
anyways, thank you very much for coming in to class, and I really appreciate also if you leave me an evaluation, good or bad, it's okay. All right. So
Okay.
anyways, that will be it for us today. Thank you very much, and hopefully this will be the last time that I'm going to see you. Okay.
Okay.
All
See
right.
you next
See
time.
you next time. Bye
Bye.
bye.